Hi, I'm Gigi,
And I'm Mimi.
and this is Love
What?
Island Tea Time. And men are trash. Should we wrap it up there? I think that kind of
That's
sums
it.
it up, right?
That's the whole episode. And once again, to the people that are listening, my tea bag says settling is not an option.
If that's not the one we really needed to hear today, I mean, come on. Come on.
I don't know what it is. It's just, they're really going in, the tea bags.
I need you to actually just, oh wait, you can't check them until you open them. Well, we'll just find out whether or not they all just say the same thing
Yeah,
at
there's
this
only one
point.
more left. There's only one more left in this box, so
That's
we'll
still
see.
too many. That's too many that said it. This is the fourth one.
I think so.
Jesus. Oh boy. Everyone's on my last nerve. I'm so upset.
It was the way we were infuriated.
I like hopped out of my seat at work. How about I think I hopped out.
You hopped out of work, period.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta leave. I was like, I looked at my coworker. I said to him, I was like, can you cover me on Friday? I gotta fly to Mallorca and jump some dumbass men. And he was like, no, I'm already working. And I was like, sir, it's the way you just responded to me so seriously. Obviously, I'm not going to. But pull
If
up
we had the means. If we had the means.
the way I would send a Skyrider to Mallorca in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
That'd be so fun.
I feel like we should do this in the order of the recoupling because that's the best way to stay organized and not be a total mess.
Sure.
Oh my goodness. Priya and Jordan. I don't like that man.
I fear he's just there for Jasmine. And yeah, I don't know. He doesn't excite me. And I mean, like I said before, none of them really excited me except for Carlos. And even then I found out Carlos was a little bit crazed. So
Honestly, I think he's just there for the free ticket into the villa mainly. I don't think he's really all about Jasmine because he didn't ask if she was okay after all the pictures thing. It was, I think, Aaron who was the one who spoke up and said, is Jasmine feeling okay after what happened? He didn't ask her how she was feeling when he talked to her that we saw. Like, I'm over that man. And yeah.
But he did talk to her in the evening.
But he
just
didn't
wasn't
ask
very
her how
helpful.
she felt. He didn't ask her how she was, like, he said, like, how are you? But he didn't, like, he, like, used it as an excuse to talk about his shit on Kevin. He wasn't focused on her. You know what I mean? I don't like the way that he went about it, and I also don't like that he didn't ask how she was doing in that moment when he first saw that photo. He was, like, sipping his water, like, interesting. Like, he wasn't jumping up and down or anything, but still, it's kind of like, you could have done better. I don't like the way he's been moving with Priya either. And to anyone, because I said it last night. I said people are going to go off about how Jasmine floated this idea about like little sister wives moment with Priya and Jordan, like that you can bring him back and then we'll both get to know him. And people were like, Jasmine's so inconsiderate. And da-da-da. I was like, first of all, she talked to both of them. First of all, Priya fully knows. He said it a bunch of times to Priya's face. Priya's a grown woman. She had someone that was 100% for her, whether he was trying to get into the main villa or not, whatever it was that guy was full on about her. She's a grown woman and she picked Jordan for herself. The end.
Right. And I think Priya is actually coming around more to this like villa lifestyle. Like she knows that people are here to explore connections. And when Maya was like, do you think this might be another triangle situation? Priya was definitely like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
He wants to get to know both of us and he's allowed to do so. Like,
yeah,
it's not that deep. And I actually am really proud of her.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. And I also think at the end of the day, she knows that there's actually no one that's 100% her vibe right now, still, to this day. None of those men were really for her. She's not really for them. And she's down with that right now. She's like, I've got to couple up with someone. This is the person I like the most. Also, it benefits my bestie if it works out. I don't think it's that deep. even to Priya, and everyone's like, I feel so bad for Priya. And it's like, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's not for
Yeah,
either of those men at the end of the day. He's just the one that she likes the most right now. Yasmin said it perfectly. She was like, don't worry about who's perfect for you. Worry about who you're the most into right now.
exactly. And Priya's okay with it, so why is everyone else, why are you bothered with it? Why
Yeah,
are you bothered with it if she's the one in the villa? And all of the other girls are fine with it as well.
literally. Literally. And it's been so open and so talked about. It is not sneaky and secret or like, I don't know, or snaky or any of that. Like, everyone needs to calm down and hop off Jasmine's fucking dick.
For
Please.
real. For real.
But
Sit down.
sit down. Um,
No, sit down.
okay. Sitting. Um, I was shooketh, and the producers really did their big one, changing how people come back from Casa Amor, because they
I
really had
know.
me and everyone in the villa believing that Kevin came back single. Sorry,
You mean
Aiden.
Aiden? Oh my gosh. It was the way I like low key got emotional because I was like, wait, did he just choose to be single because no one fit him and like, he was like, oh, I can always go back to my friendship couple. No, I was just bamboozled.
Truly, I thought he came back for Yasmin. I thought that in his head he was like, I want to prove
Mm,
to Yasmin that I want her, but of course not. He's
no,
not that good. He's not that man. He picked the girl that's making out with him.
exactly. I mean, I think he was definitely her ticket to the villa,
Oh,
if we're being
100%
honest. But
dumb.
crack on, crack on. Whatever
Truly.
floats his frickin' boat.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of chemistry between them, to be honest, because literally she was just like, their like little conversation before about, do you see a relationship with me? Neither of them seemed really like, yeah, I could see myself
Yeah,
dating you in the real world. They're both were like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. You are a woman.
exactly.
I am man. We may be bone. Like, that's what it was giving.
Lord, Lord have mercy. The only time I really was happy for Aiden was because all the girls were happy to see him back. Even though he trash talked that villa. So I hope
Truly,
you feel bad when you look back on that moment, sir.
movie night's gonna be so good. These girls are gonna drag these men for real. For real,
I
for real.
mean,
I'm
I
ready.
hope so. I'm hoping for some drags tomorrow night because I was waiting for Ellie to stand hand. Oh my god, I'm having a moment. I'm
Ellie said she was
glitching.
gonna be stood up and she wasn't stood up. She was not stood up.
Right.
And I
I
was like,
wanted her to be 10 toes down.
I'm hoping we're gonna see it. Probably even more for Angelista and also like after. Because again, that's
Hmm.
what I was saying about USA's Casa More recoupling. It just wasn't giving me what I really needed from it. Like, it just, like, there was no tension. Like I said, the
It was so
music,
dragged out.
oh, so dragged out. And in this version, and like people were saying, like, oh, we're not going to get the full recoupling, which we basically did. They cut off like the tail end of it.
Hmm.
And truly, the tension of the music that's more like dramatic as opposed to sad really helps so much. And I was complaining about USA that they were not doing a very good job of hiding what people chose or like
Right.
giving you any moment to doubt or wonder. So this change up by the producers to send the boys in alone and then you have to wait 30 seconds to a minute to see what actually happened is crazy. It's crazy.
I know. But you know what? As soon as you talked about looking at the other cast members or looking at the other boys to see
Yeah.
like how their reaction was,
Oh,
I could just already tell who was moving which way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But it's still the best part because then sometimes you're like, oh, maybe their expressions are just about how they were shitty while they were in casa. Maybe it's just about that. It's not about
Right.
whether or not they're coming back. Like you can imagine for a second. But I love that because it allows me to like kind of run wild with it. I did have some of this episode spoiled for me because someone was freaking out about the wrong information. They got 2 and 2, but they made 5. they saw news that 5 islanders were dumped.
Right. I did see that too.
However, they assumed it meant OGs or like,
Oh no. I saw 5 casa people were dumped.
right. So I just saw that. I didn't see the article. I saw the person's response of like, oh my God, I just saw this. What if they dumped the people who stayed single? And I was like, no, no, no. I think that means I can count how many boys and how many girls did and didn't get picked. That means 3 boys didn't get picked, 2 girls didn't get picked. So I knew there were 4 Casa girls coming back. So it was a little bit spoiled for me, but I was also still left going like, well, who brought girls back? What's
Mm-hmm.
going on? Who was after Aiden and Priya?
Mika and Samraj.
Ooh, girl. I don't know how that's
I
gonna go down later.
I don't know either because I definitely had a moment where I thought Samraj was going to bring back Mara because he had
Mm,
a moment in this episode earlier
with
when he was
Simba.
talking to Simba, and I was like, wait a minute, is he really thinking about bringing this girl back or what?
I had the opposite reaction where I was like, does he seriously have to say to Simba that he's not going to put his relationship on the line to bring back a girl that Simba wants?
Oh, maybe I just misunderstood or misheard.
Either way,
But it
crazy
gave,
work.
yeah, absolute crazy work. Good for Samraj for making that man walk that walk of humiliation, which we will get to, but glad that they chose each other.
Yeah, but something doesn't sit right for me. Something does not sit right for me. He was being cutesy, but it was the way that he responded when Mika, jumping ahead a little bit, goes, "Oh, did you sleep outside like Sean?" And he went, "We'll talk about it later." It's giving to me that there's more to the story than he explored with Mara and whoever and really chose her. It's giving to me that he wants to get to know Mara.
Mm,
Because it's giving to me
okay.
there's more information than I shared a bed with Mara. You know what I mean? Like it's more than a sentence, which, you know what I mean? Like I feel like he would have just gone, "Oh, I shared a bed with a girl, but it wasn't anything." Like you could have said that at the fire pit. If there's more to it, that's when you're saying, "We'll talk about it later," which I think there's more to it.
Oh, okay. I don't remember him saying that, but also this was several hours ago and my brain is on like half sleep mode, so I guess we'll see. And also Martha is in the villa now, which he kissed her, so I think there's
Who
potential there too.
who knows, man? Something feels off. Something feels off. They were really cute, but I still just had a little inkling in my stomach that I was like, something weird's gonna go down with this, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair to say. I don't know. I would like to trust Samraj. He's not on my shit list, but I also am not a good character judge of character when it comes to men. Just exposing myself, reading myself for filth at this point.
Let me just say that Samraj was my favorite boy for way too long on this, and I regret it now how much I stood down for him, like that I was like, Samraj Defense League. And then Zach was my favorite boy also for way too long. Like it took me like
That's true.
I'm just like, why am I drawn to these guys that I'm like, oh, I think they're awesome and seem genuine or whatever, and then it just becomes more and more clear that they're pieces of shit. So it's just like, okay, girl, just we'll investigate that at a later date.
And that's for my therapist.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Um then we had
Yasmin and Lorenzo.
oh, I'm a little sad about this one. I'm a little sad. I get it. I get it on all sides, but I'm a little sad about it. I could be rooting for them to possibly maybe, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to like
No.
figure it out later.
Mm-mm. I saw it coming. I said it. I
Absolutely.
saw it coming. I knew Lorenzo was going to bring that woman back because of just their banter with each other. I really think it is important that I that he made that she made him laugh. Like, I don't, to see Lorenzo so hee hee ha ha when he hasn't been like that at all.
I mean, I feel like he laughed with Yasmin a bit, not a ton, but like I felt like we saw the laughy moments. I felt like
Not
they
enough.
were very like giggly. I just feel like it was a different kind of connection. I think he's chasing what he's used to. I think he's also giving up and running away. You know what I
You
mean?
bring up a fair point. As soon as you started speaking on it, I was like, well, this is about the time where he cuts out and tries something new. So it's
Yeah.
very on brand for him. But I do like Tommy as a better fit for Yasmin, if I'm being honest.
How about when she dragged Aiden? Meanwhile, she's sitting next to his actual doppelganger.
I know.
I was just like, he went, thanks for that, Yas. And she's like, uh-huh.
She's like, oh, you're welcome. Again, settling is not an option for Yasmin.
Look, I'll give it to her. She didn't get caught up in the mess and she really went with her gut and she got a better connections. Probably someone who was really like brought in there with like the producers probably knew that he would be a good match for her, et cetera, et cetera. I just, I hope that he's legit. It seems like he's legit. I just sometimes you don't know with the Casa people whether or not
Yeah,
it's for real, or if it's about like, surviving to be on the show.
yeah. Also, if you're watching this and I'm fidgeting, I did not take my ADHD medication. So, woo! We're got all the worms inside of me today.
Perfect. That's why you don't seem tired, even though you said you're tired. Um,
Yeah,
Yulia walked in there like a bad bee.
mm,
Was shoulders back, did not give
confident.
a fuck, confident. I was like, oh, okay. Whoa. However, though, I'm pretty sure that Lorenzo called her Julia himself, and I'm like, that seems like a little
Everyone's
orange flag that you
everyone's been
can't
calling her
pronounce her
that.
name. But some people have
Everyone,
been
and it's
calling her
annoying me.
Yulia. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that he can't get it right seems problematic to me. Just as someone who has their name mispronounced by like given birth name mispronounced,
Hmm.
um, I would not in a million years consider for half a second continuing to entertain someone who refused to pronounce my name the way I told them it's pronounced. Like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because it's just like such a base level of respect. Like, I said that this is my name. If you're not going
Hmm.
to say it the way that I pronounce it, go fuck yourself. Like, I understand Beatrice in USA being like, this is how you say my name,
Yeah.
and correcting people actively. So I get why Yulia maybe doesn't, because she does literally spell it with a J, but they're not allowed to have paper and writing in there. So like, and they're not like texting each other that much. So like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm also wondering if maybe her telling people, "Oh, you can call me that," is wasn't aired. I'm just trying to give. I love
Maybe.
Lorenzo. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, he pissed me off and we'll get to that. But oh no, we won't have to get to that because literally it happens very next. First of all, it was funny. He goes, we'll make everything uncomfortable and sit right next to you. And sat
Oh,
next
and
to,
have a men's sandwich.
when he said, I'm in a men's sandwich again, the way
Hmm.
Jasmine looked at him and he was so happy with himself, I was like, men's sandwich is crazy.
I
It's
know.
crazy. And this is where, again, I will jump onto Jasmine's Defense League and be like, Lorenzo is the one pushing it. She didn't even
Hmm.
have the energy to laugh or flirt or be cutesy then. Like, I'm pretty sure she rolled her eyes. She looked annoyed as hell that he said that.
Yeah, and I'm sure she was annoyed that he brought someone back because
Goodbye.
you're just a homie hopper. Do I still love you? Yes, but you're a homie hopper.
It's totally fair. Because then he'll be back in my good graces momentarily. Um, so yeah, that was, we saw that one coming for a while. Um,
Hmm.
Could Lorenzo and Yulia, yeah, last? Maybe. Could she maybe just been looking for a ticket into the main villa? Maybe. I don't. I really am not sure because again, it's giving that he's still thinking about Jasmine. Was ready to
Right.
cut and run with Yasmin, and he's just picking Yulia because it's something and she's giving him attention and she's more his speed, so he might as well go with someone that he's feeling more.
Oh, you froze.
I froze still.
Well, you were frozen, and I don't know if hopefully it picks up. Maybe it was just like a glitch on my end.
We'll find out. I'm just
Because this is
saying.
unedited.
That's right. Um, yeah, we'll just find out what Lorenzo's up to and what Yulia's up to in time. I'm just gonna say I'm like 50-50 on them for now.
Yes, they have an inkling that he will still try to talk to Jasmine, especially
One hundo B.
after this situation, and there could be a chance that maybe she's more open to it this time around. But let us continue in the order of which we were received.
Yes. Lola and Fitzy, that is how you put music to a beautiful recoupling, to a really sweet, cute recoupling. You can put Coldplay in without it being Coldplay. You can get a cover. Like, please,
Yeah.
that was so, like, the way they put it together was so cute. I was, like, living for the moment. I was living for the moment. Lola was like, he's coming back. That's my man's. Send him back in
Mm-hmm.
here already. Let's stop talking about this. I'm 100% certain. And he came in there, and then he went, have you been sleeping outside? Because I slept outside, and I am covered in bug bites. And he's bringing
And her
back,
face.
yeah, she was shocked. She was shocked he actually stepped outside, because the boys haven't done it in years.
Well, also, she said in the episode before, oh, I think she's sharing. I think he. What is wrong with me? I think he's sharing a bed with someone. And I literally wrote down, like, babe, you would be wrong about that. This
So
man is
wrong.
getting eaten up alive. He moved respectfully 99.9% of the time.
Yes.
And that's putting it in a very, very nice way. It was like she forgot all about the fact that he like slightly fucked up in that moment. As soon as she heard that he'd been sleeping outside, all was forgiven.
I mean, here's how the conversation's going to go about that challenge. I'm annoyed with you for well, oh, here, sorry. Let me start over. Take two. You're so sweet, but you know I'm really annoyed with you. Annoyed with me? What are you about? Oh, are you annoyed about the challenge? And she's like, yes, what were you doing over there? I immediately said I was going to lose my point, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know what the other people were doing here? They were doing a three-way kiss and this and this and that. So I don't understand what you possibly could have been doing that beat that. And I was really annoyed. I'm so annoyed. And then he'd be like, oh my God, okay, this is what I did. I'm so sorry. I had a feeling that maybe I went too far. And it's just like, it was the boys. And she was like, well, I'm annoyed with you about it. And he's like, I'll make it up to you. And she'll go, okay. That's what's going to happen.
And them's just the way.
That is absolutely just the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I don't know, I don't think they're a scam ship, but if they are scamming, get that money. They probably won't get it, but get it.
They're really good actors if
Mm-hmm.
it's a scam ship. And I mean, I feel like Detective Lola doesn't really need the money. I feel like Teacher might need the money more than that, but
Well, apparently he's like a part-time footballer or something. I don't know. She said she's
oh
always wanted
yeah,
to be
yeah,
a wag,
yeah.
so I
That's
forget.
true.
I forget because they're not on screen that often, but that was really, really cute. I appreciate the Coldplay song, and I was into it for them. And then again, he said he slept outside. Mika went and looked at Samraj and said, where were you sleeping? And he said, we'll talk about it later. I see trouble in paradise.
Yeah. Which leads us into our next couple and one of the most devastating moments, Jasmine and Kevin.
I will throw down on her behalf.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
better, I better never, never. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because I ride for her. And he's lucky that we're not famous from this podcast yet. Like, we're almost inevitably going to be because I would drag him. I'd be like, come on the podcast and drag him. Like, here's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little rant. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Please rant. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
It all gets summed up by the moment where Charlene and him were all cuddly and cozy and disgusting. I mean, they're cute, whatever. And he goes, I just want to take care of you. And she goes, oh, that's literally my dream. Sums it up.
I wish you guys could see my freaking face because I remember that he said that and I wanted to talk about that yesterday and
Uh-huh.
we didn't.
Uh-uh.
And it was so important. It was so important.
It's so
I
important. It completely sums up the whole thing. It's a power struggle with him and Jasmine. That's all it is. It's not about love. Get that straight. It is a power struggle. She's powerful. She's strong. She has a fucking backbone, and he doesn't like it. He wants a trad wife.
Mhm.
And that's fine. That's fine. Maybe he doesn't fully realize, maybe he thinks he can roll with a baddie, but he can't. He wants and needs a trad wife in his life who's going to serve him, do things for him, wants to be protected by him, wants him to be the prince. That's what's going on. And Jasmine is not that. He wants to turn her into that. He wants her to be like, I'm all about you, whatever you want, whatever you need. And guess what? It's the other reason why homie fucked up, because she was doing it. She was willing to do it. She wasn't going
Mhm.
out of her way to do it because he wasn't bold enough to just fucking ask. But if he had said, no, I don't want you talking to Lorenzo anymore. Please, thank you. She would have gone, fine, I'm not talking to Lorenzo anymore. Like, this is a girl who would have handed over her phone to him every night for him to check whether or not she's texting this man.
Ugh,
Like, I swear on my life.
God. Absolutely. You'd be absolutely right in that because she was willing to do all of that. And I even though I saw it coming, you still hold on to that small sliver of hope that he comes to his senses, you know?
I mean,
Especially because
he said
everyone
it.
had so much faith in him.
Right? And he said it. He said, I'm just worried that I fucked it at home. What? I fucked it back
Oh,
there. Hello?
and then coming into the villa and saying, it's obviously not over between Jasmine and I. Huh.
I loved her. She went, says who?
Right. I said, that's what you think. Because
Clown.
it's dead.
Clown
Absolute
ass
clown
behavior.
behavior. Why would you why it's the caucasity that you think that this beautiful brown woman would stand there and still be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be with you after you just did this to me and embarrass the fuck out of me because I stood 10 toes down for you while you were over there turning your head like you were a fucking owl.
Seriously. So seriously. And thank you for Mika for being the only other one who seemed to still have her voice
Mm-hmm.
intact because all these girls are like, we're going to say something, we're going to say something. And she's the only one who was like, I think it's ridiculous. I think you've lost the plot. So thank you,
Yeah.
Mika, for speaking the fuck up. And I'm ready for her to drag Samraj's ass when he starts revealing himself to her. Like, come on. Ellie was like, I'm stood. I'm stood. She didn't move a single muscle. I don't know if maybe
I
the
know.
producers said something to them or like, you can't stand up. Like, you've got to keep it together and wait
Sit
until
down.
after. Like, maybe that's what happened. But
Mhm.
still, everyone was real quiet for a bunch of girls who were really upset for her compared to USA. And again, I think there's, oh no, I dropped my microphone. I'm so sorry. um, yeah, I think there's a fine balance between it because I don't always love all the screaming and the is this bad girls club at the recouplings in USA, but sometimes
Yeah.
in the UK, I oh no. Are we both
Oh
still
no.
here?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, thank God. Sorry, reconnecting came up and we got scared. We got scared.
Oh, okay. We got stupid and scared. Got it.
Mercury in retrograde is doing its thing. Um, but yeah, I think there's a fine line. I do enjoy the tension of everyone mostly holding it together at the fire pit and then all the fights
Mhm.
popping off right after. For me, it's a little bit more satisfying. It gives me something to look forward to for the next episode. I really live for when the casa Amore recoupling takes multiple nights, because it used to just be, it was like the one night and it was basically done. And so the fact that this is split up, and I feel like the whole next episode might be only the nighttime, and they might just be screaming at each other. I'm
I
living
hope.
for it. I really need them to drag these men. And
Do you
also,
know who
Aiden, shut
else
the
I'm living
fuck up.
for?
Aiden, shut the fuck
Literally,
up.
literally, don't tell any girl in that fucking villa ever again to chill out or to relax, because you don't know what's been happening on this side of the island, whereas you were in fucking La La Land trying to get kisses from everyone. And God bless the human being that is Maya for being like, no, Jasmine can talk to Kevin, answer the damn question.
That's right.
Where did you sleep?
Did you have kisses out a challenge? Respond. She has every right to ask when she wants to. This is her time. This is her time to speak about how she feels. And if she wants to ask a question and she wants to know the answer, she goddamn deserves it. I was so glad. I was so glad, because when he was like, I really don't want to talk about that in front of everyone, he's like, I don't understand why we had to say it in front of everyone. I felt like there's a private conversation. But Jasmine's right. Everyone's going to know anyway. And guess what? It's on fucking TV, dumbass.
Exactly. You want to have private conversations on national television? Please, please tell me how 2 + 2 = 5. Tell me that.
It doesn't.
The fucking Murphy men have no logic and are, you can just tell, are very privileged. It gives
Very
privileged.
spoiled.
Rotten.
Spoiled rotten. And just I was ready to snatch his neck. I was so pissed when he kept being like, just chill out. First of all, he knows that pisses her off. There's no way he doesn't know that.
There's no way nobody in this world knows that at this
And
point.
just like, come on, just let her have her conversation. You don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. They still don't know about those pictures. I'm looking forward to that, because that is not going to make the Casa girls look good to the boys either.
Right, that's
No.
true. That's true. Because they did something sneaky. And they're going to be a bunch of
yeah.
baby back bitches about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they could have taken
Especially
whatever pictures
Aiden.
they wanted. They could have taken whatever pictures they wanted. And some of them, they were real nice to Simba, but unfortunately, they were saying that would be like brutal for Angie, but it would have been kinder to take the picture. Because Angie really had like a half a moment of hope, and we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
But all I
Yeah.
gotta say is, Kevin, you're fucking cooked. Enjoy your Charlene. She wants to be taken care of by you. I'm glad you found love. You're not gonna last long in this villa, honey. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that.
My final words for Kevin for this episode is, you dumb ass, dirty ass dog. That's it. Thank you. You can tell I'm from the Midwest. You can just tell.
Please. Anyway, moving on. Ellie and Finn were so cute. They
cleanser.
did truly, and they actually did top Lola and Sean for me. Like, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he said, oh, is she alone? Like, is she still single? Because he didn't, like, you could tell maybe he doesn't watch the show that much or something. And he was just like, oh my God, does that mean that she picked
so
me?
Scared. Yes.
He was like so happy. And I was like, oh my God.
It was the way they both cried. Just because they were so happy that they were chosen, like they chose each other. I am so glad that my girl Ellie found her person. They are my winning couple.
I mean, they're probably going to win because they're white anyway. Like, no offense. It's just usually the way it goes down in the UK. There could be another amazing couple who's really in love, this brown, but the Facebook moms will probably jump on this. And Ellie is the favorite girl, and that's fine. But also, hear me out, everyone. Hear me out, UK public. You can vote Ellie to win. I'm down. So long as they keep going strong, they deserve to win. I'm down. But can you just do me a favor and vote Jasmine or Angelista for favorite girl to give them a pick-me-up? Fucking please. Just fucking
they need that.
Please. Just vote them favorite girl. I need one of them to be favorite girl. If everyone can get together, decide who they want to be favorite girl, maybe make it Angelista, because she's been having such a hard time, like, from the jump. Like, whatever. But
Ugh,
I need them to hear your favorite girl. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
I agree.
Um, I mean, there's really not much to talk about with Ellie and Finley.
It's all
They
right.
tried to trick us because someone said to Finley, like, have you made up your mind? I'm not sure. They tried to make it look like he said he wasn't sure. But
Hmm.
if they had more dirt on him, they would have aired it. They don't have anything. He was not interested in that other girl. She tried to kiss him. She was obsessed with him. And he was really like, I'm not going to bring you back. I'm not down. I miss Ellie.
You're not my Ellie.
That's right.
Ugh.
That's right.
And
Now,
then we get to the real shithead of it all.
you gotta catch these motherfucking hands, Simba. I swear to God. I swear. I do not understand what the fuck happened.
I don't either. When Angelista talked about his mental gymnastics, I was like, that is the absolute most perfect way to describe being with this man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I just, I don't know how you go from macking down with Mara, clearly being into Mara, and then all of a sudden you're like, I just can't stop thinking about Angie. I feel like this is wrong. You say to Mara's face in bed, I think that this is wrong. I don't feel it. I'm still thinking about Angelista. And then somehow, fucking somehow,
Mm-hmm.
you reach this fucking decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
In that moment, I was pissed because I had bet everything that in the beginning I said, I fear he may bring someone back. And then in that moment where he had this realization of, oh shit, I'm really fucking up over here. I'm really screwing things up. This feels wrong. I was like, oh, is he really coming to his senses? Is this his come to Jesus moment? But no. Oh, girl still walked up right behind him.
I also fear that they made her wait longer.
Yes.
Because Angie had just like the ghost of a smile because she thought
Yes.
maybe it just broke my fucking heart. I really got emotional. I got emotional. I was so pissed off. I could not believe. I was like, we try not to talk about the episodes, but you best believe I jumped in our text messages and I was like, I'm getting a ticket to Mallorca. Bye. Like,
Hmm.
like nothing else matters. I'm gonna go over there and jump somebody. 'Cause what the actual fuck is wrong with him?
Yeah, I can't really tell who's worse, Kevin or Simba.
It's Simba.
At this It's Simba. I was gonna say at this
That's why
point
he
I
was
do
saved for
feel like it's
last.
Simba. Uh because what do you mean? What do you actually mean? I have
Flabbergasted.
no words. Like
Flabbergasted.
literally flabbergasted, have no words, disappointed but not surprised. All the things that and Angelista deserves so much better. She has truly gotten the shittiest end of the stick this entire season.
Honestly, get my girls out of there at this point. Set them free. Angelista and Jasmine, like, I want you to continue on the show, but everyone's so fucking twisted. You're not gonna win. These men are not for you. They can't handle your caliber of woman. Jordan thinks he can, but he probably can't. So
Mm.
let's just move it along. Let's get you out of here. Let's get you up in those DMs. Because I'm sure something better is waiting. I'm sure something better is waiting for both of y'all.
Absolutely.
Because,
If Michael B. Jordan is waiting for Soul, there's somebody waiting for Angelista.
I mean, it was the fact that they were sitting there holding hands going, I think I might cry, and me too. Like, I never want to see
Me
that shit on my
too.
screen again. And I am so concerned about movie night. I'm so concerned that I'm gonna have to watch Jasmine cry again. Like, this was an emotional episode for me because I was feeling like triggered, and like these are my girls, and I'm just so pissed for them. I'm so pissed for them. But then it also comes with the other side that at least these fucking boys had the balls to stand on business on what they did, because it's it's just so complicated now, because I feel like there's been a lot of seasons now where now boys fuck around and come back single and go, well, I picked you. You know, we're seeing it on USA, we see it on UK, and I just have very mixed feelings about the fact that all the men that clearly turned their heads brought back their girls, brought back their casa girls. They said, I'm bringing these girls back. I'm standing on what I did. I'm not going to come back and try and dumb it down or make it seem like it was less or act like you should be so honored because I picked you, quote unquote, even though I didn't give a shit about you while I was in there. Because I'm torn, because at least these girls are fucking free of these idiots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At
Mm-hmm.
least Cavan did Jasmine a fucking favor. Simba did,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully has finally done Angelista the favor, and they're just gonna move on. I hope. I
I
hope.
just, if part of me feels like she might leave, like Angie might leave.
I hope the other girls stop her, though. I mean,
I do
but
too.
also,
I
you
feel
know,
like
it's
she should ride
complicated.
out the experience,
Hmm.
but also at this point, she's been fucked around with way too much. First with Opie, especially with Simba, who came in like a knight in fucking shining armor and then proved to be a bronze piece of dirt in between my toe.
Under the toenail, under the toenail.
It's disgusting. But I literally wrote, he's sick.
Yeah,
He's sick and
he's not
twisted.
well. He's giving sincere. He's giving
Oh,
sincere
Lord.
and Casey from USA had a baby. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That part. Because I definitely said he moved like KC. And I know you were like, I missed the part. Sorry, just sidetrack. I missed the part where Casey and Sydney were all lovey dovey, but that was the night that he told TZ he was going to sleep with Sydney. And
Right.
and then Simba tried to pull that shit with
Yeah.
Nevaeh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is with you men thinking that that's so culturally acceptable? And what is also, we need to stop this narrative of Casa Amor as a hall pass. It's not a hall pass, babes.
No.
It's not an excuse for you to get your dick wet and then come back to your girl and be like, yeah, I tried it, didn't like it, I choose you.
Absolutely.
Disgusting. How about you just say, not for me. I don't
I
want to.
I just don't understand this obsession that men have with having to like try you before you buy in these situations at this point, and like be like, I've got to kiss these girls to know whether or not my heart's still with someone. Could you imagine how many relationships would explode on the daily if men were constantly like, I just have to kiss this other girl to know whether or not I should stay with my girlfriend? Like, I know you're supposed to be exploring, but this is the whole point of why the show works and why it's like such a grotesque picture of what dating is at the time, depending. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just showing like it's right now the theme is there's something better somewhere. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, why don't I wait for something better, or I can move on for something better, or I'm going to stay in situationships until I'm 28 until I find some, because there's always something better. Like, that seems to be what it's all giving right now, and it's just sickening. It's absolutely sickening. I'm so irritated. But again, I'm just glad these girls are free of these clowns. I hope they have the sense to stay away from them and not let them charm their way back. For sure. For sure, for
I
sure.
have all the faith in Jasmine. I am not sure about Angelista. I'll
I
be honest.
mean, it's only the second or third time, so hopefully it's done. And if it's not done by now, hopefully it's done by the end of movie night.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just
What
say
is my
that.
nephew doing?
For those not viewing, my cat was walking around screaming. So you might have heard him meowing at the top of his lungs. So now I've picked him up and I'm just caressing him, and he seems to be down with this, which is shocking because he doesn't actually usually like to be held. Sorry for the tangent, but I just had to. I'm doing it for all of you. I'm doing it for him. He's really enjoying this rub down. It's crazy. It's
Well, I
crazy.
think we covered the tea for today.
And that's the tea.
That is the tea.
My predictions are going to be, I don't know, there's almost too much to go into predictions for what might be happening tomorrow night. It just is, or when you're listening tonight. It's I don't fucking know. Cavan seems to think he has a way back in. I'm gonna assume Simba's gonna. I'm just hoping that Simba is gonna stand 10 toes down and be like, I feel I brought her back because I disrespected you and I was really going buck wild exploring this connection, and I felt like it would be wrong to come back alone and act like I didn't totally mess you around. I'm hoping that maybe that's somehow the conclusion he's reached, but who knows what kind of clown ass shit is going to come out of that man's mouth. And I hope that it's just the girls dragging these men. I hope that Mika and Samraj get into it about where he slept. I hope that Lorenzo and Yasmin have a good little fight. And I hope that, yeah, those other two boys get dragged beyond an inch of their life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your predictions about Simba are giving him, I fear, way too much credit, and that would require him to be a man, which he's not. So I don't think that I think he'll try to talk his way out of things for sure. I think Cavan will be just as disrespectful as he was to Jasmine, probably not want to hear her because he has something better going on. I think Aiden will get involved where he's not supposed to.
You stole the words out of my mouth. And I was like, and here's a prediction. Aiden's gonna wedge himself into a conversation he has no business being involved in and say some cooked ass shit.
I don't know about Samraj and Mika, so they're not really like at the top of my list. I think Yasmin and Lorenzo will have a cordial conversation about glad you explored, glad we found other people, leave it at that. And I do think at some point Lorenzo will comfort Jasmine.
Almost certainly. Almost certainly. I'm also looking forward to the boys finding out about the pictures that the Casa girls took.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing some fallout from that. I think it's going to be juicy. I think it's going to be a really juicy Friday night. And then I'm going to predict maybe a vote at the end of the episode. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know how they're going to narrow down how many people are in this fucking house.
That's true.
Because I don't know where anyone's sleeping anymore. Are Jasmine and Angelista sleeping in the hideaway? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. Guess we'll just find out.
Guess we'll find out tomorrow night. Tonight on Love Island. Do I do a good Ian Sterling? Anybody? Everybody?
You do a great Ian, and let me just say, Ian is doing a wonderful job this season for both USA and UK. He was worried for that man. He was worried for Simba. We all were, Ian. We all were.
Smashing it. He's smashing it. Yeah, you know the drill, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. I saw someone left another 5-star review on Spotify, so we really appreciate it. You taking that couple of minutes of time means the world to us, and we really would love to keep this going, because we love the show, and we're going to be talking about it like this probably until we're dead, so we might as well just keep hitting record and sharing that with y'all. If you would like to share any of your thoughts, opinions, what have you, you can, leave comments on Spotify as well. You can leave a review on Apple. We still have 0 reviews on Apple. We'd love to hear your thoughts, especially, even because today we made sure very specifically to go couple by couple. I don't know if y'all enjoy that more, or if you enjoy more when we go over the episode kind of from beginning to end, even though we never really stay on track when we do that. But, yeah, we really would love to hear your input, because right now there's maybe 200 of you or something like that. Less. So all of those opinions really matter right now. And later, if this keeps growing the way it's growing, which is so exciting, we're going to be a little bit more locked in. So this is your opportunity. If you are looking forward to growing with us and listening through many seasons of Love Island, we really do want to hear your opinions. Where can they find us, Mimi, if they would like to DM or drop a comment on socials, follow along?
You can find us on Instagram or TikTok at Love Island Tea Time. We are also on X at capital LIT Time Pod. I would love to hear from you for sure. I'm on the TikTok page more. Gigi's more on the Instagram page. Yeah, I just want to say thank you again for everyone that's listening. To the 200 of you, your voice matters. So share it.
That's right. Even if you're anti-Jasmine and pro-Kevin, we'll hear it. We will listen.
And I will still love you for it.
We do need to hear the opposite side. Like, if you think you can tell us where we've gone wrong with our opinion, but otherwise, that's where we're at.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll catch you later.
That's
homies.
right. You'll hear from us tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.